Hello, my sweet Leos. I'm Alea, and let's see what insights the cards have for you today. Okay, these are the ancestor cards, I believe, and I've already pre-shuffled. Telling me to take one off the bottom. All right, these are your three cards. These are who you are, what you're going through right now. I'm trying to see if you can see this. This is the High Priest. Intend and create, and you'll notice that he has the hawk right here. The hawk was in Egyptian times, the hawk was his number was number 5, and he flew up through the center of the human beings, meaning balance. There is no going this way or going that way. You have to have balance. But this is a great card because this is right here, you're the high priest. Now, whether you're male or female, this means that you are a very spiritual person, um, balanced, or you you may need a little bit more balance. Okay, but you are able to create with your mind. You have to intend. It means you have to think about what you want and then you create it. You can't create it if you can't think about it, can't see it. Okay, and this one, sorry, my setup is a little odd. It's a magic garden. Guardian. Unlock the magic within. Boy, definitely your card goes with the other one. You have so much magic inside you. I don't think you know quite how powerful you are. Although sometimes I think you do. You feel it, but then you kind of go, no, well, yeah, that's my imagination. Okay? And so then we've got this one. I'm just trying to see if you can see it. Okay. It's Protection Guardian. Drop your shields. So here's the thing. Sometimes you're a little guarded. These two cards are definitely, they go together, but sometimes you get a little guarded. I think you've been through some things, or you don't always believe that other people can help you or things will go your way, but you know you're powerful. You just have to really believe in yourself a little bit more. Okay, let's do another deck. I like doing it this way because I like doing the cards this way because if I use several different decks, then the next deck here we are. I do not read reversals unless they tell me to, but the next deck on top of the other card sometimes confirms what what the previous card is. Okay, so I'm trying to see if you can see this. This is self-reflection, and if you look, again, whether you're male or female, you're looking at your own reflection. And if you'll notice, there's the moon. The moon always means mystery. We can't see the backside of the moon, so we don't always know. There's things about yourself you don't always know. I think you're trying to find out some deep things with you, inside of you, what you can create, who you really are. I think this is a big thing for you. You are able to create, but I don't think you know that you have that power. Okay, and then the second card, and this is, can you see it? Purity. And I think this goes along with right here, you're protected. You're also, you need some belief in yourself, I think. I think it means you have to get a, think yourself a better person than what you think you are sometimes. Sometimes you forget who you really are, and then you get defensive, okay? And this card, I'm trying to get where you can see it, it says hunger. And you'll notice it's the moon, and the wolf is howling at the moon. You have this deep desire inside you to do something and to create something, but you have to focus a little bit better. You notice the wolves always, the full moon always it brings out their howl. And so they it's something that you really want. You when you see it or when you feel it, you really want it. But I'm not sure you realize that you're able to create it. At times you are. I think sometimes you're going to go for it. You're not going to let anything stand in your way. But then sometimes you forget to see what you really want. You lose focus a little bit. All right? And these are the fairy cards. And to be honest with you, I was a little doubtful about using the fairy cards because Leo is so powerful. But, and sometimes y'all are no nonsense. But they just kept telling me, use these cards, use these cards. So, okay, here they are. All right, and this one is, it's new beginnings. Wow. Let's see if I can read it for you. Oh, I might have to get it over a little closer to me. The fairy godmother heralds the joyous news of a new baby. Not that you're going to have a baby, hold on. Or the birth of a cherished idea. Protect and nurture your ideas as you would a baby. And can you see it? There we go. You just have to realize what, you got to get inside yourself and realize those ideas. Here you are, the high priest. It says intend and create. You can create any new thing you want, but you have to get in there, figure out anything that's stopping you, any thinking that, I don't like the word negative thinking because it puts a whole pot of stuff in there and people have a frankly a negative connotation with it. So, but it just means you've got to get in there and observe things a little bit more. I'm trying to get it where you can see it. You've got to figure out who you really are and what you really want, what you think you can do, and do it. You got the ideas. Well, I think they're in the back of your mind, but you got to bring your ideas out and think about them a little bit more. You're not concentrating on them enough. Okay, here's the other one. I'm trying to get them where you can see them a little closer. And this is Magical Gateway. Darn, you got a bunch of magic here. Okay, let me get it where you can see it. It takes courage and trust to venture into the unknown. Yet this is where the greatest rewards are. It's time for you to step boldly forward without looking back. Can you read it? There we go. And you'll notice she's getting ready to step into the doorway. You see this? This is exactly what the other cards have been telling you. You're the high priest. You've got magic. You're a little, what did we say again? A protection guardian. You've got that. You just don't always see it. A little bit guarded, okay? But these cards are all telling you who you really are. You just have to look at yourself. Look at all those thoughts in you that say, well, I'm not really that way. You know, they're that way. I can't do this. But I think then you'll go back and forth and you'll say, yes, I can, because you're so strong. Okay, so here's the next card. Let me see. I'm going to have to stand up and read these. Okay, solitude. Let me see if I can bring it out. It's going to focus. Okay, let me read it to you. Think of being alone and the meaning you are all one. And in total harmony with everything. The greatest treasures are those that wait silently during your quiet times. I'm trying to get it in focus. Sorry, people. But you'll notice, look, she's alone, but she's got little glowing sparkles around her. I think sometimes you just need to be a lone wolf, get off to yourself, figure out what you can really do, really picture what you want to do. And then the universe will help you once you really figure out yourself and what you really want. Okay? Great cards. I'm sorry the camera's not focusing really well. All right. Oh, yeah, this figures it's time to come. Time for this card to come up. Judgment. And this card, this deck of cards, the people are all coming out of their coffins, okay? In the original Rider-Waite card, there was an angel blowing a horn, and everybody was coming out of their coffin. It means a new life, a new start. Up here, you'll see there's a little owl, which is wisdom, okay? But you need a new start, or you're fixing to start a new one. I feel like you haven't made that start yet. You need to step out, okay? Oh, and I'm sorry, these are the Wizard's Tarot cards. Okay, oh, yes. And this is 8 of Wands. And you'll notice that all the wands are coming in through the window. In the Rider-Waite cards, they're just coming through the air. And these are. But they're coming in sort of like the back door, okay? So you've had to fight. You see these other wands fighting these wands? Wands are energy, power, passion, spark of life. This is something that you really, in your heart, want to do. You have the power to do it, but you've been fighting it. You see how they're fighting it? Wow. Okay. Oh, now, this is, I can bring it in a little closer. This is the moon. You see the moon up here? And there's 2 towers. And there's supposed to be a wild dog and, I'm sorry, a wolf, which is a wild dog, and then a tame dog. So you've got, there again, the hawk on the first card. Can I bring it here? Yeah, the hawk is supposed to have balance, fly right up the middle. No too much going one way or the other. But this card, it's a mystery. And sometimes it's a little bit of deception. We don't know what's on the back side of the moon. So you have to step out even though you don't know quite what you want. I don't think, what I'm trying to say is you've got to step out with your mind. Figure out what you want, even though you don't know. Right now, I think you're, well, I don't think you have enough confidence in yourself right now. So you've got to figure out what you want and then do your self-reflection. You can do it. You are very, very powerful. Very powerful. Let me scoot these all up so we can see everything. Okay. And then these are the Dragon Tarot. All right. One from the bottom. They're telling me one from the bottom, one from the back, and another one from the back. Okay, I'm listening. Okay, so this card is the, my camera's not focusing real well. I'm sorry, people. It's the Knight of Cups. And if you can see, he's bringing in, let me get it over here. He's bringing in a cup with fish in there, and you see down here there's a polar bear. If he drops that fish, the polar bear can eat, okay? But he's bringing something in, and the knight is always, in the olden times, the king sent the knights here and there to protect everything. But this is the Knight of Cups. That's love, understanding, kindness, nurturing. And to me, it looks like he's going to drop the fish and nurture the little polar bear down here. But it does mean some love, kindness, nurturing coming in. But I think this is talking about you need to nurture yourself. You need to bring that in. You can share with other people and things you want, but this is a small item down here. But you need to bring this to yourself. You need to nurture yourself, figure out what you really want, and believe in yourself a little bit more. You have actually 3 magic cards. How amazing is that? All right. Oh, wow, 2 knights. This is a Knight of Swords, and you see the sword is in a tornado, and the dragon is up here. It's like he's yelling at it or something or other, but or either creating the tornado. And to me, I think you're creating the problem yourself. Now the sword is going down, so it means there's truth there, but you don't know. There's so much turmoil. Um, and normally a knight would be a message coming in, the truth coming in, and I do believe that is for you. I think if you look at yourself a little bit more, there's truth there for you. It's they're bringing it into you. So, but you see, it's in a lot of turmoil. What you believe, I think you've got a lot of turmoil around it. So you can't make the tornado go away and just see the sword, the truth. So you have to focus, figure out all the turmoil, why you think you can't, or what makes you think you shouldn't be that way. That's another one for you, a big one. What makes you think you shouldn't be a certain way? All right. The universe. You see, the universe, here is in the eye of the dragon. The universe is everything you see. I mean, not your outer world, but your inner world. See, it's inside his eye. And to me, I love these cards because a lot of times they depict stuff internally. But this is what it's telling you. What you want and what you see should be from the inside. Don't pay attention to the outside stuff, the outer. You have to focus on your inner self. You have to figure, one more time again, I'll bring this card out, but you do, whoop, can you see it? You got to look inside. Whatever you want, you can have, but I think you don't believe you should be a certain way. But if you just get in there and focus a little bit, you can have the world. It's, it's all for you. You just don't know it right now. Inner focus. As the first card said, intend and create. If you want something, you've got to see it, and then you've got to intend it to happen. You got to believe it to happen. Just forget about the outside thing. It's an imagination. Kids are great with stuff like that. They can imagine being in a castle or whatever they're doing. But that's what you need to do more. I think you're a little bit too practical sometimes. Okay, let's see. What other cards do they want me to use? Okay. This is the one they're telling me. And they're saying, draw from the top. Oh, yeah. No wonder. Okay. You see this? This is the King of Wands. And you see all the fire? Fire is energy, life spark. In Wands, it's a life spark. It's action. It's passion. I think you need to find your passion for what you truly want and believe in yourself again. Stop thinking you can't or you shouldn't be a certain way. I think that's more with you. I shouldn't really be that. I would like to do that. I'd like to be this way, but, that's a little, if I act this way, then that'll make this, I won't be like I should be or whatever. So you've got to drop that. You got to really, really drop that thought and become who you are. All the kings and the queens in the tarot have worked their way up from the bottom. So you've come a long way. And you've got all this power, just like your first card said, the high priest. But you got to intend and create. You just have to figure out, really, what the thoughts that are holding you back. That's it. Top. He's in the top card. Oh, well, yeah, that makes sense. This card is, it's ace of, what is it? Probably. I don't know. Anyway, I just look at the cards. This is where you have internal fire inside. You've got the power to do it. It's inside you. It's fabulous. Oh, Ace of Pentacles. I'm sorry. So Pentacles is stability, money, things you can do even in life with love. But it's stability. But you see, you have the power to do it. This whole reading is you have all this power. You just have to figure out inside the things that are holding you back. This is great power. Wow. And then you got the High Priestess, and you are magic. Whoa. Great reading. Okay, let me see. Oh, yep. There it is. There it is, people. You got the Nine of Swords, and you see he feels like he's trapped. He can't go this way, can't go that way. There's swords that would cut him to shreds. So you have something inside you telling you you don't think you can. It's not that you don't think you can do it. It's just that your thoughts are telling you you shouldn't be a certain way, I believe. And so when you get rid of, just take these swords up, because truthfully, they're also supposed to be truth. Swords are truth. You can defend or hurt with a sword, but it also slices through the air. So it's like, it cuts through the, I'm going to say this, crap, and the lies and everything, and it's a sword of truth. So all of this is the truth surrounding you, but you're afraid of it. You just have to figure out why you think that you shouldn't be a certain way or you shouldn't do this, when in reality, that's who you truly are. And some of it, I think you're very practical, and you think, well, that's reality. So a child doesn't have any hang-ups on pretending to be like a knight in shining armor, or a soldier, or whatever they're pretending, a princess, whatever. But you're letting those swords, that fear, say, I can't, or I shouldn't be that way, that's not practical, get real. And then here again, you have to see it on the inside. But you've got the world. You've got so much power. It's right there waiting for you. All right, so how many cards did we do? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we did 5 decks, okay? And one is, each deck precedes, the the deck preceding it has really kind of, I'm stumbling with my words here, people, but what I'm trying to say is each card that goes after the preceding card has actually kind of confirmed what the first one said. It's really very, I like readings like this, because you can't make a mistake with the cards when you've got several different decks and they're helping you. So I think that's probably it. I'll do one more. I'm asking, should I do one more, or is this all you need? I said one more. Okay, so we're going to push these up so you can see. And then, I love this deck. Well, there we are again. We've got swords and fear, and then we have a 2 of swords. And if you'll notice, she's blindfolded. Okay, there's 2 birds. She doesn't know which way to go. Sometimes this card means choices. You don't know which choice to make, but you'll notice back behind her, the water is very rough. So that's, your emotions are very rough. They're all stirred up. And then you've got a sliver of the moon. Again, you don't know. So you really don't know which way to go. I think what you're trying to accomplish is your inner world. You need to understand you. You need to feel better about you. Then you can do anything you want. The cards are telling you you're magic. Beautiful. Okay. Oh, all right. 8 of Swords and an 8 of Swords in a different deck. Wow. Cards don't lie, people. You got 2 different decks with both the same card. 8 of Swords and 8 of Swords. Oh, sorry. This is 9 of Swords. It says 9, but close enough. They both mean fear. Okay, you feel tied, you feel bound, you don't know where to go, which way to go, and that's your fears holding you back. Sorry, I said 8 and 8, sorry, close though. But you'll see they're both holding you, the swords are your fears holding you back. You can't go, you feel bound. Okay, oh wow, This is one that, this is the Empress. Again, whether you're male or female. Now, the Empress she's all for queens, okay? Queen of Wands, Queen of Swords, Queen of Cups, Queen of Pentacles. She has achieved so high. But when you see the Empress, it means very nurturing, um, someone who's very kind, but they rule an empire, a whole empire, not just a country, a whole empire. That's how powerful they are. So this is your outcome for if you can get out of these fears. Wow, this is what you can do. And then it also shows you, you know, see it inside you. That's the world. You can do this. Just get out of that practical side of yourself and start figuring out what you really want, and then figure out why you think you can't have it. Beautiful reading, people, but it fear and fear. Um, and you've got the moon and mystery, and then, but you've also got who you are. Magic, the high priest in Egypt, they had power, a lot of power. So you've got power, or magic. You've got protection. So I think if you realize that that fear is not going to hurt you, I mean, it can't cause bad things to happen to you. You're like, well, what if I do this and then, but you actually, you're such a powerful person. They're trying to protect you, but you keep bringing up your own fears. You don't know. Here again, there's things you want, but you just don't know. But they are a draw for you, a big draw for you. These cards are fabulous. It's a fabulous reading. So I would say the theme of the reading is look at yourself a little deeper. Look inside, and let me get the other card. Where is it? Where do we find it? Here it is. Here it is. Look inside. Self-reflection. And your world is inside you, whatever you want to create. But you darn sure have that power. I'm telling you, you're a very powerful person. You know, this is the second Leo reading I've done, and love didn't come up. It's basically talking about it. The last one was a business venture, but this is talking about who you really are inside. Beautiful, beautiful reading, beautiful power. Just don't let practicality hit you in the butt, because it's taking away some of your power. You've got it. Nothing, well, I shouldn't say taken away, because you're the only one that lessens your power. It's still there, but you're not able to use it unless you get inside and figure out what you really want. I do love y'all. I hope this helps. Bye-bye.